nerd culture, if you ask Gronk, which was made by nerds, so that should be somewhat accurate, is it encompasses everything from gaming to movies to comic books, anime, which I think you have to separate from comics at this point because it's so big. It's a whole wall at my public library, believe it or not. They just have a whole wall of anime now. All of those things, sci-fi, fantasy, all that. But that's what you cover. But then it also, just the gaming part of that is a $130-40 billion industry with $38 billion in revenue. Gaming alone is bigger than movies and music combined. But the nerd culture part of that influences heavily movies, music, comics, art. That's the world you deal with. But the world I deal with, politics, culture, news media, they don't even really, they know it exists, but they don't really understand it. There's not a lot of cross streams. They don't really cover it right, but it's way bigger than political media, even though political media is a little bit louder in our little bubbles. Is that a fair way to lay it out?
Very fair. Yeah, it is one of those interesting things. Like with video games, if you think about that industry, globally is worth more than TV and film put together. But it is treated by a lot of people as like lowbrow, maybe. Maybe lowbrow is not the right word, but outside of the mainstream. And it is kind of absurd because it's like more people are engaging with nerd culture, especially like with video games or anime. Anime has now eclipsed pretty much everything. Manga out of Japan, that's now bigger than comic books. So nerd culture is just taking over everything, but it doesn't seem like that rises to the upper parts or the more popular parts of our culture.
So that's why I wanted to bring you on to talk about, because here's where I think this is becoming a problem is nerds are not teenagers in the basement anymore. My generation, it was kind of Dungeons and Dragons and that sort of stuff. And then we started getting into the internet and gaming. We're 2-3 generations into online gaming now, right? Those initial people are in their 30s. They're having their own kids. The kids that have grown up since the iPhone came along are now entering their late 20s, early 30s. You see how this cascades down. That's a lot of voters. That's a lot of people that are just the backbone of the job market now. That's a lot of people that are consuming media and content. And I don't think people have realized how much that demographic encompasses how many people it really does.
Oh, no, for sure. And it's always expanding.